Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, September 18th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this would be a video for you. First off, a couple clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right there will be moving around and changing. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of price action. So ticker symbol number one, we are looking at OPEN, and the big move continues and got another round of it today. If you've been watching past videos, then you know, or hopefully you remember me talking about that resistance line right there, which has been a very big problem. But this morning, opening 30 minutes right there, you can see the price came up, broke through there, and then made a very, very nice move. Did pull back a little bit after the Fed announcement, but overall got the break through that level. So that's good that that's been cleared out of the way. And now it's really just a question of, can the price continue to show some signs of progress? And I realize me just saying signs of progress is just words, but that's why I love charts, is because they allow you to take words and then make them very, very visual. So when I say quote unquote make progress, I'm defining that now as staying up above that trend line right there. So we'll make it look a little bit different. So right there. So preferably speaking, stay above that level. Now, if the price doesn't, that does not mean the entire chart's destroyed, but that is where the secondary green line down here right around 857 would come into play as a key level. But as of now, the price isn't anywhere close. But yes, ideally speaking, staying above that trend line would be a great sign of power. In terms of levels of resistance, main battleground to watch moving forward remains right there around $10.70. That's where the price rejected it from several days ago. And that's essentially right where the price found some resistance once again there. But all in all, great day here. And we'll see if the price can, like I said, maintain above that trend line. Next one here, we were looking at ATCH. And if you watch this video or watch the top 10 from a couple days ago, hopefully remember me talking about this general pattern right here. And you can see that this morning, the pattern came up there, got the break right there. And the rest is history. Very, very impressive breakout. So yeah, definitely a powerful day, and I'll go ahead and get rid of those lines down there. They serve their purpose for now, and we will start afresh. So moving forward now, the ideal level of support, that level that would be, make the chart look the absolute strongest moving forward, would be if the price can stay up here above the $1.41 mark. But again, from the big picture standpoint, if the price falls below there, not the end of the world. Taking a step back and looking at things from the bigger picture, that's where I'd say to keep an eye on that purple line right there, the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving. So as time goes by, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So if you want, just picture that as a trend line that's drawing itself for you. So assuming you care about the grand scheme of things, then as long as the price stays above that uptrending trend line, then overall the price is still in the bull's favor. Now, I do understand if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, and you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 7 minutes, yeah, maybe things are looking a little bit sketchy for you. But assuming you care about the grand scheme of it all, just keep an eye on those levels down there. In terms of areas of resistance, no need to get fancy. Basic logic, just asking the question, where did the party stop today? And that was right there at $1.83. So again, no fancy logic. That is just where the price eventually got rejected. So keep an eye on that moving forward. But all things considered, great breakout day today. Next one here, NFE, and very tricky chart to talk about because it goes back to the whole perspective thing. If you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, and you bought right there, and you're planning to buy and sell within 12 minutes, then from that standpoint, yeah, things are looking very, very rough because there's no doubt about it. From where it was at its highs, there was a big pullback. But if you do care about the grand scheme of things, then there's still plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. As you can see here, the price is up above that pink line, which on my chart denotes a very well known, the very famous 200-period moving average right there, valid at, we'll just call it the $2 mark. And the reason why that is important, and I'm not saying this will occur, but if the price comes down here and then, curls back up, what would you have from the big picture? Emphasis here, big picture. Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have lows here. You'd have lows down here. And if you envision these stair steps, then again, emphasis on big picture. From the big picture standpoint, you'd still have progress being made in the upwards direction. Again, well aware that if you're a day trader and you bought right there, you don't care about these stair steps. So that's why I'm trying to parse it out between more of a day trader versus somebody that cares about it from the grand scheme of things. So yes, today, big pullback. But think about that word today, as in one day. Looking at multiple days here, you can see the price does still have the chance to build that higher stair step. Next one here, ticker symbol QBTS. And this thing has been in an uptrend for quite a while already. Kind of dropped off the radar a little bit and haven't really been tracking it. But then today, the volume radars really just went off again, as you're seeing down here. Biggest volume it's had, I don't want to say ever, but certainly biggest volume it's had in quite a while. So yeah, here we are. The uptrend continues, and the uptrend just went to like a whole nother level here. So once again, the level we'll first start talking off with is that ideal level. The area where we say, Clay, what would make this look the absolute strongest moving forward? And that would be if the price can stay up here above the $21 mark. But again, if the price falls below it, does not mean the chart's destroyed. From the big picture standpoint, like the other ones, just watch that purple line, and as that 50-period simple moving averages moves higher and higher, as long as the price is above it, then the trend is still plenty in the bull's favor. In terms of areas of resistance, we're going to go down to the daily time frame here. That means each one of these represents an entire day. So you can see today individually, monster move, but I'm curious, this is a good problem to have. All right, now are we at all-time highs? Maybe. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Again, this now represents one entire week. Oh, we're at all-time highs. Okay, well, there it is. All-time highs as far as I can tell. So at that point, I mean, yeah, you'd consider this being a little miniature area of resistance right now at 2285, but for argument's sake, I would just say that you're in blue sky breakout territory, and as of now, at all-time highs. Next one here, ticker symbol GV, and we have ourselves a very volatile day, but things have now, chilled out here, consolidated, and have given us a little bit of a pattern here. So let me draw this pattern. So there's the bottom part of the pattern, the support, and then top part of the pattern, right here, the resistance area. And you can see we have essentially this little bit of a downwards channel here. All the dust has settled, obviously, from here all the way down to here, back up there, back here. And then you can see, like I said, has consolidated out. So now it's really just a question of, can this consolidation get another surge? And, keep an eye on that trend line right there. I think could play a role. No guarantees, but if the price were to come up here and break through it, I could see that breakout right there creating more upside buying pressure. So, like I said, the dust is now settled. You got a more well-defined pattern here. Volume has dropped off, but if there is another surge in volume, can you get to the push to the upside? We'll see what happens. Next one here is CDT. Pretty much exactly what I just talked about. So I'm going to go through this one very, very quickly because the same general concept applies. Had the big move up, had a whole lot of drama, and now all of a sudden you have the price just kind of calming down, giving us a clearer pattern. Now at the top part of this pattern, instead of using a trend line, I'm just going to use that pink line right there, that 200-period simple moving average, so keep an eye on that. And then the bottom part of the pattern right here at this area of support, and then just to make the pattern maybe easier to see, let's just keep it all the same color. So again, we have that general area right there, and then we have the lower part right there. So another one of these, essentially just little miniature channel patterns here, where if the price can consolidate out and then eventually maybe come up here and get the break, no guarantees, but is it valid to throw out there as a question in terms of that level breaking and then creating a whole nother round of upside buying pressure? Certainly a plausible possibility. Real quick, just want to take a break and make you aware of a potential very, very key hurdle that you have in your journey and how to get around it, and that is your desire to be a day trader. But because of that pattern day trader rule, you don't have the 25,000. You cannot make as many trades as you want every single day. Well, if you are interested in being a true day trader, again, day trader being defined as having unlimited day trades, then definitely check out the link that you've seen on the screen. It is what I've been doing. So not only for a very small amount of money can you overcome the pattern day trader rule, but you get to enter into a market that quite frankly trades way better than penny stocks and small caps anyways. I understand that can seem weird because, wait, small caps, penny stocks can move really big. Yeah, but this market moves even better. But I also understand if this sounds a little bit too good to be true, what's the catch? Totally get it. But that's why I'm saying and now inviting you to come check out the live stream. I live stream every day starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. And you can see what I'm talking about here play out right before your very eyes and ask me questions if you have any. Because again, I totally understand. This sounds a little bit sketchy. I get it. Come check it out on the live stream and ask me questions. Next one here, PLUG plug. And this thing, like these other ones, was it QBST or QBTS that, was already in an uptrend, but today it just really elevated things that much more, especially when you look down here and consider the volume. Big volume surge. So overall, very, very impressive movement. And now moving forward, just mapping out a couple of key levels. So as far as that ideal level of support, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest moving forward? Definitely if the price can stay up there above $1.85. And I know going through this quicker, but you've already heard me kind of give this, so I want to respect your time. But from the bigger picture, just watch that purple line there, 50-period moving average. As that line moves higher and higher, as long as the price stays above it, then the bulls are in full control. In terms of areas of resistance, again, no need for fancy logic. Where did the party stop today? It stopped right there at the 202 mark. But the good news here, as I speak, you can see the price is once again basically knocking on the door. Does that mean it's for sure going to break? Of course not. But not unrealistic at all to think the price has a great chance of breaking 202, just given the fact that it's already essentially knocking on the door anyways. But anyway, look at it. Great movement here for plug. But yeah, let's see if the trend can continue with breaking up through that 202 mark. Next one, NVDA, and the bears are picking up that much more control. I'll go ahead and get rid of that level as it served its purpose for now. But the big update here and the big dynamic from the charting standpoint is this level here, that green area, which was a support. You can see opening 30 minutes, price came down there and broke down below it. So basic rules in charting, when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And then you can see, wasn't perfect, but on this attempted bounce here, Price got very close to it. Could not break it though, and then got rejected right back down. So moving forward right there around the 171.80 mark is going to be a key level to watch if there is going to be any sort of attempted recovery back up. If the price can push through there, then you'll also want to watch that 200 period moving average, but one hurdle at a time, and that first key hurdle right there at 171.80. As far as levels of support, just basic common sense here and basic logic, just on the reverse side. So we were asking previously, where did the party stop? For the bulls, we're on this situation, where did the bleeding finally stop? And you can see bleeding finally stopped right there at about 168.40. So if the price does come back down here, that's going to be an area where I could very logically see it potentially bounce from there. But you also have to be careful, because if the price comes down there and breaks it, that could certainly create another round or another surge to the downside. But overall, rough day here for NVIDIA. Next one here, BBAI. Talked about this in the previous video, and that is where this red line here is coming from. And so far, so good. Been a rough journey with the $6 mark. You can see right here, that was a fake breakout. And even earlier today, had another fake breakout. But then finally did come up here, break through it. But now you have this pullback. But to be fair, as I speak, as the market, like I said, closes here in just a few minutes, but the price is now retesting it, and it's trying to do a good job and trying to stay up above it. So that's going to be the main question in my mind moving forward. Can the price stay above this area? Can the price stay up above that $6 mark? And let's see if this former area of resistance has truly been converted into an area of support. So that's why I'm going to leave it red for now, just to kind of remind that it's the jury's still out. And the reason why the jury is still out is because of this right here and here. This thing does tend to fake break. Right now, it's seeming to have broken above it. But if this price falls back below it again, well, then it'll just be like these instances here with the fake break. So yes, can the price stay above $6? That'll be an interesting dynamic. If it can, and if the price tries to push back upwards, then at that point, key battleground to watch right up there around the 618 mark. But got the breakout. Can it stay above 6? We'll see what happens. Next one here, TSLA, Tesla, and overall good solid day. It's maintaining above the purple line right there, 50 period moving average. It's technically building higher bases, and that's easier to see just by putting in that trend line right there. So it's maintaining the trend line. So from that angle, very hard to find any complaints. The big question mark moving forward, though, is the price going to be actually able to get some separation from that 426 mark? Talked about that previously. You can see right here the price actually did slightly get above it, but then as I speak right now, the price is essentially right back at that level. So wow, we just talked about it. BBAI, kind of same general idea. Can the price actually break above it? Now, the difference here is that there's not a track record of this being a fake breakout area, so that'd be a little different than BBAI. But again, the key question here is the price has broken above it, but can Tesla get more continuation? Can it get more momentum? And if it can, then yeah, that could certainly very realistically spur on another surge of upside momentum that pushes up into the 440 mark, if not even higher. But like I said, step one, can the price get above the 426 and get some more separation through it? So that wraps up the top 10 list. Again, like I talked about earlier, if you're sick and tired of the pattern day trading rule, or you just want a market that trades even better than the current markets you're trading, then definitely check out the link that you've seen on the screen. Or if you're very skeptical and you're very leery, I understand, then simply, like I said, swing by the live stream. Start every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, and usually I go for a few hours. Maybe just subscribe, turn on notifications so that you can be reminded to come, stop by the live stream. But if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. Or like I said, better yet, swing by the live stream, come hang out, let me know if you have any questions. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.